Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my god.
What's up, bro? What's wrong? What's cracking?
Okay, I got something for that though. I got something for that though. Not even today, but I got something for that though. It looks fresh. Let me stop by saying that. You look clean over here, man. You look clean.
Mm.
Lord Jesus Christmas. Shirt fresh, absolutely fresh there. Okay. I see how you doing, bro. I see how you doing it on over there. Ace Kennedy, my brother from another mother. What's happening?
Hey, what's going on with you, bro?
Man, I'm enjoying this one, man. TGIF.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I took off a couple of days though, man, and I actually had been I had to I didn't realize there that I was almost coming up on where I had like so much time, like PTO time that I haven't taken. So I was just like, yo, I need to go ahead and kill some time before I go ahead and just lose it or whatever though, man. So I've been taking off, took off a couple of days, man. I've been chilling, bro. I'm talking about like sleeping good, everything though, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
You gotta do it every once in a while.
Oh my God, man! I slept in today though, man. Was fortunate enough to get some sleep in though, man. I probably didn't roll out of bed, even though I kind of heard Landon getting ready. I didn't actually get out of the bed till about 9:30 today though, man. It was dope.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, let's get this music going, man. We got some things that we got to talk about today, bro.
All right, let's get it.
Let's get it.
The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast
It doesn't matter what your name is.
The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Yo, let me ask you a question, bro. You told me, but I think that this is a sidebar conversation. You was telling me about that there was this camera out there called, I think you said it was Black Magic.
Yeah, the Black Magic 6K.
Hey, so I laugh because since I've been sitting here, the homeboy Court wound up hitting me up on the side. Shout out to anybody checking in. Court usually checks in on the YouTube, but he was like, "Yo, he's doing his first pilot for a web series that he had. A dope idea, and so it's a different twist on kind of a zombie flick." And so what's crazy about it is that he sends me a picture and said, "Hey, we on set with the Black Magic." He's using it today though, bro. So I said, yeah. Hey, Mark, we still testing out some things on this merch there, bro. So everything we got now is just samples now.
Prototype,
they want everything we got now, though, but it's coming though, bro. It is definitely coming though, bro. And for sure, you're gonna be the first one to get that. Hey, if you don't already, be sure to check us out on the Slash Brothers Facebook page, Slash Brothers YouTube page. People check in there as well. And then, of course, I think that what else we got going on Slash Brothers? We got the Slash Brothers Instagram page. We got to start posting from that one a little bit more often. Slash Brothers, we own Spotify, where you want to listen to podcasts. We doing some of this, we doing some of that. We everywhere. So follow us on all those different platforms, though. Ace Kennedy.
What's up?
What's happening with you, though, man?
Well, we'll get into a little bit of it later. For anybody that saw my Facebook post, you know my son was in a little bit of a altercation. Not really an altercation. He was victimized yesterday in Cardi, Oklahoma. But like I said, we'll get into that a little bit later. Trying to see about having him come on and basically explaining his side of the story. But other than that, man, you know what I'm saying? We just over here fall cleaning and chillaxing, man. Just trying to navigate some things right now. What about
let me ask you this then, bro Ham. Did you find anything good on Prime Day? I did not. What was they
didn't.
going for though, man?
I ain't find nothing, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh my gosh, though, man. Hey, so let me get into it right early. It's Friday, TGIF. The best thing that I done seen all week. I went ahead and voted yesterday, and the line was pretty fast. So I was loving that, though, man. And then aside from that, though, man, got the official that the Bel Air 2 live from 1999. We are officially locked in for October the 30th, though, bro. So I'm happy. I'm hoping that I'm gonna try to go ahead and pull up this cover here so I can go ahead and share it with the peoples.
I seen that you had a little bit of a fight with our.
Oh my gosh, man! So let me tell you about that, bro. So, I'm trying to save this so I can show this here in a second. Here, let me see if I can maybe share my desktop. Let me tell you what I think is crazy about it.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here. The Bel Air 2 is called Live from 1999. Now there's a concept behind this, right? Because this one is called the Bel Air 2 Live from 1999, and we'll get into it when we really start diving into some music stuff. But my whole idea behind the Bel Air 2 Live from 1999 is that this one it's a concept album that says that it's the idea is that if 1999 was probably right around the time that I really started taking music very seriously at the time, right? And so at the time I was thinking like, you know what? We were, I was recording a bunch of stuff, trying to first time dabble into production and everything like that. But I was just sitting there thinking, I'm like, you know what? I want to do an album where it has a feel that would have captured 1999. Since even though I was taking it serious, I didn't come out with music that most people would have heard anyway in 99. So I was like, this one is going to be the album that an 18, 19-year-old Charlie Venus would come out with. So this is 1999. Lot of 99 references. I'm talking about we referencing the old city lights. We referencing Sports Dome on Fridays, bro. Headquarters voicemail, man. It's a lot of 1999 stuff though, bro, that led into 2000. And so I submitted the album and everything like that, though. And so I got a response back from TuneCore. TuneCore was like, is there any live music on this album? And I was like, no, it's no live music on there. It was like, well, if there's no live music on there, then you can't call the album Live from 1999. I'm like, hold on. I call the album whatever the hell I want to call the album to begin with. Like, don't try to attack I'm like what Erykah Badu said, keep in mind I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my ish. So now I'm calling 99. And so they were like, I'm like, did you guys just not read the whole thing? It's live from 19. So they went back to the content review, came back to me and was like, yeah, man, you got to go ahead and change the album. I'm like, listen here, man. I had to respond back and give them a little bit more spicy response. And I'm like, yo, listen, I'm not changing the title. Now I got merchandise that's on the way for starters. I got marketing plan that's based around this, everything like that. I got money into my project, and I've been, not to mention I've been working on this for 2 years. And I'm thinking like, besides that, if there are other avenues that I can put this on out, so I can either go through you or you can not and refund me my release money that I had, and I'll go through somebody else. But I had to turn up on them, though, man. I had to ask for the manager on them, though, man. And then they wound up coming back and said, hey, our apologies. You good to go with the release, though, man. So we're official October 30th, man. And I'm excited about it, too, bro. So yeah. Yes. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yeah, man. But I couldn't believe that was even an issue, though, man. So, But we out here though, man. We out here.
Well, speaking of new music, man, what you we ain't talked music in a while. What you been listening to?
Oh, so here's what is very funny though, bro. So wild thing though, man, is that the T.I. came out today. And bro, I'm gonna be completely honest with you though, man. I listened to the hold on, I'm trying to get something ready here. But I listened to the T.I. though, man. Very, very, very impressed. I can tell you right off the cuff, my favorite song on it. He got this joint on there with Rick Ross, man, real grown folk. I mean, this is let me tell you what I love about the T.I. album. Let me just talk about this. What I love about the T.I. album is that this is it. What I loved about it was one of the things that I love about Rick Ross's album, right? In that Rick Ross album Rick Ross to me does great grown folks style hip hop, right? And so I like that the boy Rick Ross, that the boy T.I. album, he got some collaborations with some of the younger folks on there. Like he got some Young Thug collabs on there. He got some folks on there, but I thought that it sounded like a grown version of what those dudes do, except that it's T.I., so it's more lyrical though, bro. And so yeah, man, I'm digging it so far. I'm gonna be honest. I saw a lot of people that was putting out there early that was saying, yo, this might be the best album of the year. You know what I'm saying? So far. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. Aside from the Bel Air 2, it just might be the best album I've heard, best rap album I've heard the whole year. Now, with that said, I did say that the Nas album was the best produced album that I've heard all year. The down south in me tells me that the production on T.I.'s album is better than the Nas album, bro. Now, Nas's album was done primarily by, I think it was all done by Hit Boy. And Hit Boy has been on fire this year with production. But, bro, when I listen to the T.I. album, though, man, I think that to me, while it's mature, it's a lot of stuff, though, man. He got... Oh, and what I love too, though, bro, is that I love that the girl Tokyo Jets is on here. She does a little dope little feature on this album because I like Tokyo Jets. I'm a big fan of her, and especially in this time where female rappers are more trendy now. They're back. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sweetie has got her stuff, and there's a couple other girls. Tierra Whack got her stuff. But I thought Tokyo Jets, chick that signed to Grand Hustle, is just as good as most of them. And I was like, yo, so I was good to see that that she's shining also on there, though, man. So dope. And I had that one on my list. The next album that I do want to hear is Benny the Butcher, though, bro. But I got to listen to Benny the Butcher. I have not listened to it. But the T.I., though, it's fire, though, bro.
So I listened to Bryson Tiller's new album. And it was good.
Yeah.
I listened to Trey Songz' album. Well, I got through half of it because he got like 20, 23, 27 songs on it.
Yeah.
So
you've never been a big Trey Songz kind of fan.
Time out. Hold your horses, Watts.
Okay, what we got?
Here's the thing. Trey Songz' album was okay. It's not so much. It has nothing to do with him. It's sonically. Sonically, it sounds like the album is about 5 years too late, or maybe 10. And listen, no shot at Trey Songz, because this is what I'm saying. Like, for me, like, it has some trap elements in it, but the rest of the instruments seem to be a little dated. But I'm interested in hearing your opinion because, and here's the thing, he has some songs on there that are fire. Like Circles, that's my joint. I said that a long time ago. Circles go hard, and even the interlude after Circles is dope. But I mean, there are certain songs that where the instrumentation in the back, it's just some of the instrumentation is a little, in my opinion, it's a little dated. But no shot at Trey Songz. I think he's one of the artists that's from our generation, so he does have a little bit of that sound to him. But it just didn't feel like it transitioned well, in my opinion. It seemed like though they were some older records that he probably held on to, and then that he, like music he probably was recording and just never put out, and he put it out with the newer music. So it's kind of a blend. But in my opinion,
do you consider Trey Songz an artist from our?
He's like the tail end of Usher, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like him and Chris Brown at a point, and I just think that, if you're listening to Chris Brown, his, like, for instance, right? So I listened to Omarion's new song, and Omarion's got an album coming out on the 30th, I believe. It's same as the Bel Air. And I didn't like his single, but the song that he had before that, he has a song with T-Pain. Bro, that I've had that junk on repeat. Like it is so fire. It is like for real, it's probably one of my favorite songs of the year by far. Like it goes so hard. And then I listened to your boy, Jay Electronica.
I was about to listen to the J Elect though, bro.
Well, I made it through 2 songs. That's about it.
Just 2?
Yeah, that's about it. I couldn't do it. It's not for me.
No?
Nah.
You mean to tell me, right? After the boy J Elect already got he got a lot of backlash on the last project because for starters, he had Jay-Z on the intro, which is kind of interesting, but and then he had Jay-Z on maybe a couple of songs though, and I'm gonna be honest with you though, man, as a Jay-Z fan, I thought that Jay-Z's verses were better than his though, right? So I'm kind of surprised that I would think that at least, because I know that a lot of people were, kind of waiting for Jay Elect's album, the first one, and then for him to come out with this second one, that's kind of surprising though, bro. Like I like, listen, man, people who are Jay Elect fans hold him in high regard, very high regard though, bro.
Well, here's the thing. From what I heard, so I don't know what's true or not. It's just a rumor mill. I heard that the album actually got leaked, and so because it got leaked, he went on ahead and put it out. But I did hear,
yeah. Even if you get it leaked, though, right? It still doesn't change the content unless you're saying no. Like back in the day, man, you used to be able to go. There were like real, true leaks where somebody would be in the studio and would leak something, and that was it. And then from there. That's one thing, right? But if you say this is the completed album, maybe it did get leaked before, but that doesn't change the content though, right?
Well, but from what I understand though, from other people who probably are Jay Electronica fans and listen to him a little bit more frequently than I do, because I can't say, it ain't for me. But from what I've heard though, several people have said that this is better. This should have been the album he put out first.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. So
I can imagine, but this is my thing. Like I can imagine. Like, listen, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you though, man. I now that you're saying it, and I haven't listened to it yet, but bro, like I'm gonna be honest with you though, bro. Like having listened to the Nas album and listening to the production on the Nas album, right, and then now listening to the T.I. album, listen, bro, the production alone, it like I'm talking about, bro. Now, like this is the thing. I mean, it's where when I listen to the T.I. album, for example, right? The T.I. album, the production is so dope that there was just no way that you can say something whack to the beat. And then it's just the fact that T.I. was on there killing it, where he needed to be smooth. It was smooth. Where and the thing I like the most though, bro, is that I like, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm not comparing myself to T.I. by any means.
Yes, you are.
What I do, I am. Let me tell you this, because I do. But listen though, man. What I like about it though, man, is that it's very clear that it's a down south album. Like it's not like a lot of the people where you hear so much of hip hop nowadays is so, similar. It to me feels very much like a regional sounding down south album. And you know what? If I had to compare it to another T.I. album though, bro, it probably would to me sound like a grown version of the trap music, the trap music album. And T.I. has a lot of albums though, man. Like I think T.I.'s into like album like 10 or something like that, 11. And I gotta be honest with you, man. I think this one for me might be a top 5 T.I. album. And that's saying a lot though, man, because I think trap music is my favorite T.I. album. And then what's the other one though, bro? Paper Trail. And what was the one that got you can have whatever you like? There was that. What's that? I don't remember. But it's like I said, T.I. got enough. He got enough of a catalog, bro. That you know. I think this one is a top 5 T.I. album, though, bro. Like it's up there, though, bro. It is up there, though, bro. Yeah.
You know, T.I. He's one of my favorite, man, and so I am very excited.
T.I. clearly listen. Okay, here we go. After this album, it's very clear to me. Urban legend. There we go. There we go. T.I. to me put himself above Nas. I hate to bash Nas. We talked about it before because I think this is the best Nas album I've heard in a while. The recent one, and this one was a good Nas though, bro. But this particular T.I. album to me puts T.I. above Nas on the all-time list though, bro. It clearly does. And I think that now this is another one of those things that when I tell people, I'm like, bro, you know, Nas is dope. But when I look at that, and I think that when you look at the fact that T.I. came on the scene years after Nas, 10 years, I would say, after Nas, right? And the fact that T.I. has the catalog that he has of classics, right? And dog, I'm just sitting here thinking like, yeah, bro, T.I., wherever I have T.I. at, I gotta have him higher. This, man. It made me think that I gotta redo the all-time list. But whatever it is, T.I.'s higher than Nas, bro.
Absolutely. I told you that even back when we were talking about it.
I be trying to listen, bro. I'm trying to. I try to give Nas the credit of influence, bro, on the strength that there are a lot of people who are from the Nas's and the Jeezys who will say no. I'm influenced by Nas, and those people would put Nas in there. But I'm just sitting here thinking like, nah, bro. T.I.'s catalog is more solid and more impressive than Nas's. And if I'm being honest, by the way, I'm laughing if my dad is listening in on this one though. But if I'm being honest though, man, T.I.'s catalog, while it's more impressive than Nas's, I think that T.I.'s had a bigger influence on hip hop than I think Nas has though. If we really had to talk about it, bro. So listen, bro. I'm a big T.I. fan, but this particular album though, bro, shows me growth. And it shows me that, you know what I'm saying, that shows me growth. It shows me that he's bigger than just being relevant, right? And it shows me clearly that he's a good rapper. Just all things aside, he is a great rapper though, bro. So
yeah. What you think about this though, bro?
Hey, let's talk about it. I gotta drop. I'm posting that. I'm posting that immediately after the podcast. But listen here, though, bro. Shout out to the homeboy Courtney because we shot this. He took the picture of this one, and this one was this was right before we actually shot a video. And so he took the video, and we were kind of scoping the scene and everything like that, though, bro. And so this was this is the very first picture that we took. And I was like, yo, I ain't got to do nothing else though, bro. So this one is it though, man. This one is though covers. So I put out the playlist, the back cover, which is kind of funny because, it ain't people don't have CDs like that. But if it was a CD, that would be the back cover. So we got the playlist on out there though, man. And so, yeah, I'm excited about this one though, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Keep talking about that project real quick, bro.
Hey, so listen. So this is the funny thing that's about the project. So I mentioned that the project in itself, the whole idea that I wanted it to sound like it's a real Dirty South album, right? So 16 tracks on the song, on the album. And 16 tracks include 2 interludes, right? So on one of them, shout out to the homeboy Randy Frank. I got a interlude from the old headquarters. Shout out to the homeboy Mel. Shout out to the boy Randy again. Listen, bro, I'm gonna go ahead and say this too, bro. Shout out to the homeboy Mailbox. Shout out to Spark Dog. I haven't talked to him in like 18 years or some crazy like that though, bro. Maybe even 19 though, bro. We had a falling out, but shout out to him as well because the headquarters answer machine was so dope that I still have the old answer machine tape in the footage, but it's stuck in the answer machine, and I can't get it out without actually tearing the whole tape up. And so I wanted to recreate the headquarters answer machine because people would call the crib back in the day, and they would call it. Some people called just to listen to the answer machine, and so sometimes people would call the crib, and I'd answer the phone. They was like, "Oh, dang, you done messed it on up. I just wanted to listen to the answer machine." So we had to hang up, let them call back in, and then do it. So I recreated the headquarters answer machine on there, bro. So it's dope, and I wanted to do it. Like if you remember them old No Limit albums where you had No Limit that had the No Limit studio skits and stuff like that on there, bro. So it's real dope, man. And it's like I said, it's a down south album though, man. It's fire though, bro. But aside from the T.I. album, the T.I.'s also a top album I've heard, but the Bel Air 2 live from 1999. That thing is dropping October 30th. And I'm excited though, bro. So
yeah. Well,
the boy Smitty.
What's up, Uncle Charles?
What's happening, boy?
So yeah, basically, like I said, we talked earlier. My son was kind of in a little bit of a situation yesterday, and wanted to give him the opportunity to kind of tell his truth. You know, I talked to both my boys, Deuce and Tari, probably about 2 months ago, and I was just telling them, like, listen, if you guys ever get pulled over by the cops, I need you to be respectful, because at the end of the day, I need you alive. That was the message. Was that not what we talked about?
Yeah.
Okay, so kind of explain what was going on yesterday, and just kind of tell as much as you can of what you remember, because obviously I know you had some stuff going on. So just kind of telling your words what happened.
Okay. I got out of practice from we had practice from 10 o'clock to 12. We got out at least 12:30. And got out at least around 12:30. And you know, every weekend I go see my girlfriend and stuff like that. And sometimes I come back to the city, then I go see her. But this time I decided to go see her. So the way that I take, you gotta go through Seminole, you gotta pass Shawnee, and you gotta pass the small towns, Cardi and other small towns as well. So I text her 30 minutes before after practice got out, I was on my way. And I was driving and I was about to enter the town of Cardi. I knew my tag was out. I didn't know how long my tag expired. I didn't know at all, but I knew it was out. So entering the town of Cardi, I seen a police cop across the street camping, like usual police cops do. And I'm like, okay, look, my tag is out. Let me pull over so I won't cause no scene or anything like that. So I pulled over. I pulled over at this trailer home. So at this trailer home, people is outside, and I'm just sitting in my car. I get out my car, I pop my hood, and I'm just making sure everything is straight, so he don't think, okay, he pulled over, something must be wrong. So he pulls over behind me. He pulls over at least 2 to 3 seconds. Then after that, he goes on the left-hand side of me, gets back on the main street, and makes a left. So when you make a left, you're going straight. And when you go straight, you're going to go through the Cardi, the town of Cardi. Then you're going to be in Stillwater. So after that, I get back on the street after he left. 30 seconds later, he pulls me over. So I'm like, okay. I turn my music down. I put my phone down. My hands are in my lap. So he says, can I see your driver's license? And I was like, okay, sure. I gave him my driver's license. Then after that, what shocked me was he asked, can you take a picture of it? And I'm like, I ain't never, ever experienced that before. And I asked him, like, why are you taking a picture of it? He said, well, due to COVID protocols, we have to change a lot of things. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I let him take a picture, and he came with no mask, no gloves or anything like that. So after he took the picture, he went back to the car. He come back to my car with gloves on. At this time, I'm paranoid. I'm scared. I'm frightened because he coming back with gloves on. I don't even know what to expect. So then after that, he tells me, sir, please get out the car and go stand behind your vehicle?" And I'm like, but he parked right behind my vehicle, so it was a tight space to stand right between each vehicle. So I'm standing. He he touches my keys in the ignition. He pulls it out of the ignition. Then he started touching my glove compartment. He started going in the armrest and stuff like that. And I asked him, I said, "Sir, what are you doing?" He's saying, "Well, I have to do an inventory check." I said, "What are you talking about? What inventory check?" And I was calm. I was respectful. I wasn't yelling or anything like that. And he tells me, "Well, your car is going to be impounded." I said, "For what?" I said, "I have insurance on the vehicle. If I didn't have insurance and my tag was out, okay, yeah, I understand that. You can take my vehicle. But I have insurance. My tag is just out." Actually, I was on the way to Stillwater to go get a new tag. Well, I filed for a no title because the car that I bought from, she didn't have the title. So it took me days and sometimes weeks to figure out what I needed to do for us to file for a lost title. So I told him, and he said, "Well, you still driving without no tag." I said, "Okay, you're right." So then he proceed taking belongings out of my car and put it on top of his car on the trunk part. And he took my jackets out. He took all of my clothes out and he spread it around his trunk. And I'm like, "Sir, what are you doing? Why are you touching my things? You don't have no warrant. What are you doing?" He says, "Sir, you need to back up because I don't know you. You don't know me. Something can happen." I said, "What are you talking about? Why are you speaking in that language? You told me to stand behind the vehicle where there's not enough space for me to stand at. And plus you're back here. You're back here and all my items are being taken out of my bag." And he says, "Well, it's being impounded. Inventory check." I said, "No, you can't do that." So he goes to the back seat and I'm just getting out of practice and heading to go see my girlfriend. And I have basketball shoes. I have another player basketball shoes in the back with me. I have my massager gun. I have my dirty clothes, clean clothes, which were in my bag that he took out. And I also had my essentials with like deodorant, grease, do-rags, and stuff like that. So he takes the do-rags, he take the grease, and he take the hairbrush, and he threw it on the side of the grass. And that's when I got lit up tight because I'm like, "Why are you throwing my things?" And I was yelling this because I'm like, "Why are you touching my things if you just going to impound the car? Why do you have to go through my stuff?" And he just looked at me funny and started laughing. Then he started saying slick stuff when he was inside of my vehicle, but I couldn't hear him. So I looked back. I noticed there was another man that was inside of the police car, but he had on a Oklahoma State sweater on. And I looked at him. I'm like, "Oh, okay. I don't know if he's a police officer or what, but I'm gonna ask the other police officer." So I asked him, and he said, "Don't worry about that." I said, "What you mean?"
Well, let me ask you this: were they in uniform?
No, he wasn't. He had an Oklahoma State sweater.
No. What about the first?
Yeah, he had a black collar shirt on with some khaki.
But did he have a name tag or anything?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. So after they threw out all your stuff and put a lot of the other stuff on the front of the hood, what did he say then?
I'm trying to think. That's a lot of information. The tow truck finally arrives, and I'm telling him, like, "Man, can you please just let me go? I'm just trying to go to my destination to go and get the tag." He said, "No, I can't do that." So I'm like, "Okay." So I call mom, and I'm calling Kane because he said I needed somebody to come get me, or I would be standing here. At first, he offered me a ride, and I said no. So I'm on the phone with mom, and he's yelling at me, and mom is cussing me out because she thinking I'm being disrespectful to the police officer for him to be saying these words. And I'm like, "Mom, I did not say none of these words. I swear I didn't say anything rude. I wasn't being disrespectful at all." So then the police officer started saying slick comments about how old I was and stuff like that. And he was saying slick stuff for as, "Okay, you're 20. I don't know why are you in my town driving illegal," and stuff like that. I'm like, "What are you talking about? My tag is just out. I have a updated driver's license. Just my tag is out, man. What are you saying?
Right.
So he just started talking and saying other stuff. And the tow truck arrives and he gave me 3 minutes. When he took the stuff out of my bag, the zipper broke. So I had to put the zipper back into place to put my things back in my bag for me to carry it behind my back. And he gave me 2 minutes. He started at 3, then he said, he said, you have 2 minutes until you get your things together. If not, your car is going as it is with the stuff inside it. I said, you can't do that. You got to let me get all my things out that you took out of my bag and you broke my zipper. Now I got to replace my zipper back onto my bag to put my clothes and my things inside of the bag. Then after that, he was walking back and forth to his dispatch and just talking. I didn't know what he was saying. So after that, he told the tow truck, okay, put his car back onto the back. I'm like, okay, cool. So I get all my stuff and I'm standing in the street and he tells me, well, if you're standing in the street, I'm sorry for cussing, but he said, after the tow truck left, he got in his vehicle and I got my things. And he says, well, you're going to have to get out of the street or I'm going to take your black ass to jail. And I'm like, sir, there's only 2 lanes in this one street. There's completely grass, but if I stand in the grass, I'm technically in the street because it's only 2 lanes. So most of the cars are going to the other lane to go back into the lane that they're supposed to be in. So after he says that, he makes a full U-turn and come back my way of me walking straight ahead and saying, you need to get your ass out of this town. I don't give a fuck about Black Lives Matter. And I'm yelling. I'm like, what are you saying? I didn't say no cuss words. I'm like, what? Are you really going to say that? Seriously?
Yeah.
So then after that, he was like, before he said all of that stuff, he was like, you can go to this little cafe. You can go to walk at Dollar General. Do whatever you need to do, but you need to leave my town right now.
But let me ask you this: did they give you an impound ticket on your car?
No, they didn't.
So you have no idea where your car has been impounded?
I don't know.
Okay.
He didn't give me no name. He didn't give me the company name.
Did he give you his name?
No.
Okay. Did the other cop give you his name?
No.
So basically, they even on your ticket, they didn't even write his name. They just put the badge number, right?
Right.
Okay.
Did y'all look up the badge number? The person who actually belongs to the badge.
We got the name. We got the name of everything, and I got some stuff working in the background of some people. I got some incredible people that have been following this. I wanted him to tell his side of the story so that his truth is documented, and we're gonna go from there. But there's a whole bunch of things that are out of place that are supposed to happen when they're doing these types of things. But regardless, his tag was out. So if they wanted to impound the vehicle, that's law. But the rest of the spicy stuff,
yeah,
that doesn't fly. So for that,
facts. How long? Let me ask you this though. I mean, so then when you bought the car though, did it just not have the tags and everything applied? Like I know they use it with every state. When you buy a car, you have like 60 days, 45 days, or whatever that little grace period is between the time you buy it to the time you actually have tags and everything registered. Was that how new was the car then?
Trying to think.
Well, his tag expired in April. That's pretty much it. And so the thing is that because he's on his mom's insurance, so that's a whole different conversation. But just for the standpoint of, he's a college student. We're in the middle of COVID. I'm not making excuses for him. Like I said, the car was out of the tag was out. It is what it is. So we'll have to deal with that part. But we don't even know where the vehicle's at. We didn't have the name of the officer. We had to investigate all of that. And this is a very small town. So trying to get a hold of somebody to get the information has been a thing. So we did, like I said, I have some people that are doing some things for us, that are getting some things taken care of. So we will keep you guys in the loop as we can comment on it. But I wanted him to tell his truth. And, at the end of the day, he's a young Black man in a little town. And we all know the type of things that have been happening all over this country. And so the biggest thing, like I told him 2 months ago before any of this happened, was that if he ever got pulled over, he had to be respectful, because at the end of the day, I needed him home. So that's the case. But like I said, we will definitely keep you guys in the loop. Son, you know I love you. I'm grateful that you are alive. And you know, a car can be replaced, items can be replaced, but you can't be replaced. Mm-hmm. And so the thing is that I understand you were frustrated. I understand that you were scared. And I understand that, you know, all of those things. And we just want you to know that, you know, me and your uncle love you. And
absolutely,
you know, we're gonna do stuff on our end to see that things can get fixed so that this doesn't happen again to anybody else. Because at the end of the day, I already know that not all cops are bad. I know that for a fact. I got cop friends. Matter of fact, I got people helping me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. All cops are not bad. But the fact is, we don't know which ones aren't. And so we cannot take that chance. Facts. Our job is to make sure that we just be respectful, do what they say do, and then you can fight it from a different end. But we can't fight in the moment. That's not what it is. So I'm a let, I know you got stuff to do. I appreciate you stopping through in the Slash Brothers podcast and hanging out with your dad and your uncle for a little bit and telling your truth. And like I said, we will get some stuff resolved on this. And yeah, we'll have more to tell after that.
Go get them tags updated, Smitty.
Of course.
That's all good though, bro. I think it's unfortunate though, man. Like I said, I think that the big thing though, man, is I think that I can appreciate, you know, the fact that of how Tari would handle himself though, man, considering, you know, you sitting here and you've seen all of this stuff happen. And like I said, I think that, you know, if he's already talking about, you know, get your black ass out of here. I don't give a F about Black Lives Matter, whatever. I mean, it's just, you know, that's one of those situations where, like you said, all cops aren't bad cops, but you also got some of the ones who looking for a reason or whatever. So, no, that's very unfortunate though. But I'm hoping, I mean, like I said, I'm hoping the best for you. I know that you gonna, you know, make sure you can apply whatever pressure's needed though, man. But I think
absolutely. Well, it's one of those things too, because he said that they offered to take him somewhere. He was like, "I'm not getting in the car.
I'm not getting in no car with no cops. Not after you." No, I appreciate
you identify yourself. You didn't identify yourself. You're throwing my stuff on the ground.
You got some dude who's unidentified riding shotgun with you. Like, nah, right. I'm cool on it.
And he's in a little bitty town. He's like, yeah, get in the car. We're gonna take you somewhere. Like, nah, we're not doing that. So, yeah, definitely. I've got some incredible people.
Hey, listen, man, you can't tell me to get my black ass out your town and say, hey, you want to ride? No, I'm cool on that, man. I'm good on that.
And then F Black Lives Matter too.
Yeah, man. No, I'm cool on that. Nah, you can keep that ride. Save your gas money.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I'm glad though, man. Listen, I listen, like you said, I'm glad that it didn't. That it was left at just that though, bro. I'm glad that nothing was escalated though, man. That he is, you know, here enough to be able to say it. But like I said, you know, but listen, man. That's one of those things that where I'm the fact that you and I have to have those conversations, right? The fact that's the thing that I just don't think that other people quite understand though, man. And you know, it's tough telling them like this is how you have to behave to a police officer, especially given, you know, the last year and a half, 2 years. Hell, I mean, you can go back with our history when it comes to police, and why you can't just assume that someone who has took a vow to serve and protect that, you know what I'm saying? Like it's unfortunate though, man. But I feel bad that I would even have to have that conversation with my son though, bro. And I've been kind of warming him up to that conversation already though, man. And you know, and not that I'm trying to plant a seed to him that all cops are good cops or all cops are bad, but it's just a truth that I have to make sure that he's aware of though, bro.
Yeah. But man, we're gonna transition. You know what I'm saying? We got other stuff to get into. I just wanted him, like I said, to share his side of the story. And yeah.
Hey, let me ask you this though, bro.
What's up?
Did you catch any of these town halls, man?
No.
Oh my gosh. Listen. Okay. So let me tell you the highlight. Let me tell you the thing. Let me tell you the highlights of it. Okay. So the thing that's kind of interesting though, bro, is that I think that I was blown away because I don't think that you learn anything. There's no takeaways from it. It was more organized. I'm not gonna say organized because it was one-sided. There was one person talking and they could say whatever they want to say and everything like that. It wasn't the back and forth bantering that we saw before. It wasn't the name calling directly anyway, back and forth. Right. But I think that one of the things that was interesting about this one was that whatever you thought about Joe Biden before, you thought it before this time around, and he confirmed whatever. If you were to, but I think the thing that was crazy to me also about it though, bro, is your boy 45 just did exactly what I thought was like I said, nothing that you wouldn't have thought, didn't change your mind one way or the other, right? Which I think that for if you believe the polls, then that's a positive thing for Biden. I think all he had to do was kind of coast through it. And if you believe that he has his lead and the lead in the polls really equate to votes and everything like that, then whatever, right? But the thing that I think that was interesting about it is that they had there was this conversation that they had when they asked him when was the last time he tested negative for COVID. So then she had went on and further said, well, listen, tell me about when you were, getting, when were you getting tested? When was the first time? When was the last time? He's like, I don't know. I get tested all the time, basically, whatever. So this girl says, let me ask you this, then. Let me just clarify basically. She says, she asked him, she says, were you tested before you went into the thing, right? Did you test it? Did you get tested? Did you get tested and tested negative before the debate, on the day of the debate, whatever, right? So he basically says, I don't know. I get tested all the time. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I laugh because this is the same guy who, if you let him tell it, he got the best memory ever. He remembers something that happened 40 years ago, but you just last week, you don't remember. And so thankfully, my girl Melania, she's feeling better. I was happy that Melania's feeling good now. She's cool, But I was also blown away though, bro, that, that he would just never come out and directly answer that question. And then the one that I thought was the most interesting was that they had asked him again about, denouncing like white supremacy groups and things like that. And then had asked him about QAnon. Now, mind you, I've only heard about QAnon probably over the last since maybe January, when it started to tap into election season. And QAnon is kind of this, they call them like a conspiracy group and everything like that. But basically the whole thing is that they really are more than just pro-Trump, but they almost like believe this dude is like a savior, like only he's the only person. And he's so much of a narcissist that I'm thinking like, listen, if you can say the Proud Boys slogan when they ask you to denounce them, there's no way you can't tell me you don't know. He was like, I don't know who they is. I was like, oh my God, bro. And it's just one of those things that where I'm just like, like part of the thing that I'm blown away about for me when it comes to political views, I guess I'm somewhere in the middle where if there's this overlap of Republican views and Democratic views, I'm somewhere in the middle. Like I agree with a lot of Republican principles. I think the problem that I've always had with Republicans is their representation. Like I thought that they just look like snakes, and not that Democrats look any better. I just think that Republicans don't care to hide it. And so it's like when I look at that though, bro, it's almost like when I look at when I think about people who just support these candidates so all in and everything like that. I'm not gonna say that it almost reminds me of like how I tell people how I don't know if I hate the Dallas Cowboys, but I don't like Dallas Cowboy fans. So it's almost like I don't know if I don't like the idea of Republican, the Republican Party. It's just something about Republicans and the fan base that you can just clearly ignore. It's almost like if you're just sitting here and if you buying a box of mixed Mike and Ike's, right? You can't just go through and pick out and say, oh, I'm only going to eat the red ones and you can have all this. Like, no, you get the whole box. You buying the whole box. This comes with it. So I'm always blown away by people who are very big supporters of especially Republicans, not even Republicans, of Donald Trump specifically. I'm always blown away by the people who support him and can do so by picking just a little bit of things that they think of. And this particular town hall was one of those things that when you look at it, it confirmed, like Joe Biden confirmed everything that anybody who's against Joe Biden confirmed it in this town hall. But to me, 45 highlighted everything that I personally have against him. But I think that I'm still blown away how you can walk away from it. And if you love him to death, you slurping him up now. And bro, I was blown away. But Melania's okay. And that's all that matters to me though, bro. She's feeling good. I I look out for my girl Melania though, man. I was mad that she had to have gotten it from him. They were the only ones that weren't masked, and that was in his directive. It had to be. Don't put Melania in danger like that, bro.
Well, since we,
bro,
since we in that whole relationship realm, man, my girl then took off. She didn't took Offset back.
Ace Kennedy, let me ask you something, bro. I'm wondering here, man, in a climate right now where it's hard for you to get headlines by your music, because she did it with WAP and WAP was gone, right?
Yeah.
But you still have to, in a very Kanye way, do things to draw attention to. Do you think Cardi B hit us with the okie doke that maybe she fouled and it was for the headline and that she was never really going to? Or do you think she just said, you know what? I just had a change of heart though, bro. I'll
be honest. I really don't think it was a publicity stunt. This is the thing. Cardi already has enough with people thinking that she does stuff for publicity. She doesn't need it. And so she's always trying to, she is one that claps back at people who try to say that about her. This wasn't a publicity stunt. She even said, listen, they just bought a new home together before she filed. So that wasn't the plan. It literally was, she's like, listen, I'm fed up. I'm tired of arguing. I'm tired of fighting. The couples either make it or don't make it in COVID. And so I think they just fell into it, and they're a public couple.
But here's the thing though, Ace, this is what I'm getting at, because to me, I've always thought that you can't just toss around divorce like it's the same move as you going to sleep on the couch or you going to stay a couple days over at your girl's house because you need a break for him, or it's not like you have a vacation that's just for you. You have a getaway, you recharge, and the distance make you more fonder of each other. No, I think that when you bring up divorce, like that's not anything that you could unhear. And so I'm just kind of wondering, like, the fact that it's been said, I don't know, bro. I don't know how you just bounce back. And I just thought about that. Like, they got the little baby still, you know what I'm saying? He's been introduced and integrated to her family, same with her and everything like that, bro. And part of me wants to believe that, that maybe despite all the things that homeboy may have been doing to drive her crazy, that she just said, you know what, it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? The fact that, that we got this kid and we work things out or whatever. You're building something with somebody. The easiest thing to do is to chuck them the deuce. The hardest part is sticking it out, though, man. I'm just when you say I'm filing for a divorce, though, bro.
Yeah, but it's also too, it's an incredible wake-up call, though, because I honestly believe that she would have divorced him. And I think
hold on. Is it listen? Who was the wake up call? What this is what thing? That I'm glad you said that because what is Offset going to do differently from what he was already doing? Because I can understand if it was from his perspective. If he just said, you know what, she said, I'm about to go ahead and get this divorce, and then he says, you know what, that's fine. Go ahead and do your thing. I'll holler. And then he thought about it and said, you know what, man, I have been slipping. I got to do whatever to get my girl back, right? So he probably knows that there are some things that he can own. I just wonder what made her believe him this time versus the arguments from last month, the month before that.
That's the thing. I don't know, but at the same time, he did whatever it had to do to get her back. Because I mean, the thing is that I think he saw that she gonna be okay, and I'm sure her DMs was blowing up. I know that boy
Kennedy. Do you think the game was in her DM, bro?
Game was number one.
Oh my God, though, bro. Listen, Ace. I laughed when I said that because here's the thing. I am genuinely happy. Listen, man. It means something to me for some reason to see hip hop couples and to see a hip hop couple last. Like as crazy as the Will Smith Jada Pinkett relationship seems to be and all this other stuff, it still meant something to me to see them together. And it means something to me to see Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys together, even though, the girl, Alicia Keys kind of slid in and stole the boy Swiss Beats away from his previous girl. But it means something to me that when I see like Omar Epps and the girl from Total still together, I thought like that means something to me because it's like it's different. Like it's weird because I think that those are what shows like love and hip hop are based around, not just regular black love, but that you can have love. Jay-Z and Beyonce, like it means something to me that they are still together though, bro. And so I want to believe, but I can't lie though, man. I was kind of looking forward to the single Cardi though, bro. Like the single, because you think about it. Since Cardi B has been Bodak Yellow Cardi B, she's been with Offset. She hasn't been this Cardi solo dolo. So I'm just sitting here thinking like, I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't get to see that Cardi though, bro. But at the same time though, I am happy they got back together just from a love in hip hop perspective though, bro.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I don't wish divorce on anybody or any couple separating and breaking up. But if you do.
But listen, your boy David got a good perspective. Divorces are easier when you got a prenup, but my thing though, right, is it that if you say that, right, does that mean that you just have a relationship and you got papers? Because I guess I would imagine that there's love, there's respect, there's care, there's all these other things that factor into it that I'd imagine would be the same for any other couple. They just got long money.
Well, I think it is the same except for the long money. I think that there are certain couples that only stay together because I can't afford not to live here.
Will and Jada still together?
Nah, that ain't even it. I think that they have an arrangement that just became public that wasn't supposed to come public. That's what it was.
Hypothetical question for you.
What up?
That Bel Air 2 blow up.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm sitting on $20 million, right? And just so that anybody, just in case anybody isn't aware, so me and you have a 50-50 partnership on everything that we do. So the day I get $50 million, 25 mil going to you. Right. 25 mil right off the cuff. Miss Kennedy says, you know what? Now we got to go ahead and break this thing on up. I'm rolling on out here, bro. No prenup. Listen, Ace Kennedy. My question is, how do you respond with that, bro? How do you respond? Listen, no response. So listen, now that means that yo 25 mil just turned into 12.5.
No, ain't no prenup.
Right. So she's getting half. Shout out to Carly. Shout out to baby Charlie. They all right?
No, we haven't been married 10 years yet.
Well, listen. The timing. I mean, I got that. I got. It got to go right now, then, bro. I got to sell it. We got to do this. We got to do this 50 bill right now.
But you, if it happened to you, it's over.
I'm calling up the homies, and we playing some dope in a car. And I'm gonna call the police and say, "Listen here, Jakes. This girl got my son in the car, and she riding dirty. Come get her, man."
Yeah, but you know Charlie B done got all my money, bro.
Oh my gosh, bro. I'm always blown away though, man. Like, oh my, it is crazy though, man. But it does my heart some good to still believe that there is truly some love in hip hop left though, man. Like I like even still think about that though, right? The boy Quavo is with the girl Sweetie, and I think that they've been dating, they say, for like maybe about a year or two now though, bro. And I'm just sitting there thinking, like, man, I'll sit there and watch Erica Mena be with about 10 dudes in the same time span. Like, you know, there are some real things going on over here, though, bro. So, interesting timing, though, bro. But listen, man, this quarantine is testing these relationships with these celebrities, though, bro.
It's crazy, bro. It is definitely crazy. And you know, like I said, COVID does have an effect on things. So,
oh my gosh, it's putting some people in check, though, man. Speaking of music though, bro, did you get a chance to watch the Billboard Awards?
I did not. I heard a bunch of good things from it though.
I saw a couple of things. I saw that Post Malone cleaned up. Let me ask you this though, bro. Listen, Justin, it's coming, bro. It is coming though, man. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all. We solid for October 30th, the Bel Air 2 live from 1999. I'm gonna assure you that there will be no disappointment and that it will be well worth this wait, though, man. So, matter of fact, right after this, I'm dropping a couple of other preview clips as well from this one, though. But listen,
if y'all drop $40 in my Cash App, I'll send you
Cash App at 40 for the bootleg. Got the metadata and everything on there. Though. No, listen. So the one thing that I found to be interesting about is while I saw some of the highlights of it earlier, I saw Post Malone cleaning up out there, man, and I saw that that Killa Mike got the first their inaugural Changemaker award, though, man, for his stuff that he's doing, man. So I was very very proud to see Killa Mike be acknowledged on that scale. But let me ask you this though, man. Is Post Malone, this is gonna sound crazy, but follow where I'm going with this. Is Post Malone like the white Drake?
I don't know. No, he's not. Like Post Malone is definitely a top tier artist, but he's not superstar status he's not iconic status like that.
You don't think so?
No, I think he's a superstar, bro. But like it's like how we talk basketball, right? And you might say what LeBron is a superstar, and then you say, do you consider Steph a superstar?
I do consider Steph a superstar.
And KD a superstar?
Yes, but Paul George
is a star. That's what you think. But let me ask you though, is there somebody above that superstar status in the NBA? Like, is there somebody that's floating in that iconic status like LeBron?
LeBron is iconic to where in the current climate to be living and being suggested that you're the GOAT tells me that you are iconic.
Okay, so that's where I think Drake sits. Drake is an anomaly. Like, he's doing stuff that
Drake doesn't have the Cheetos commercials or the Doritos commercial, and he's in a beer commercial. I see. Listen.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna hate on that. This is why, right? This is
it's
why
everywhere.
I understand that, but this is why I'm not hating on that, and why I can't really compare that to, because even LeBron got commercials and stuff like that. I understand the sentiment, what he's saying, but at the same token, Travis Scott is doing something with marketing that we have never seen before.
Okay, but listen, I get that. But what I'm saying is this. When I say, okay, Travis Scott, the difference I think between, and I understand what he's doing with his marketing thing. He has the connect with Jordan. He also has the McDonald's thing and everything like that. But when I say this about Post Malone, I'm saying in the same way that Drake is universally, because the same way that Drake is universally accepted, right? By I don't think anybody, like some people might, I don't know anybody who dislikes Drake. And it's crazy because I say that about Post Malone because I admittedly tried to not like Post Malone. I hated the fact that when he first came out, he came out as a hip hop artist and then basically said, "Hey, I'm not hip hop. I'm not a rapper." And I was like, "Well, you kind of came up," and it almost had me thinking like he was kind of like Culture Vulture, like you came in, but then once I started like listening to him. And it really came down to the fact that I've never heard a song by Post Malone that I didn't particularly like. I think I like everything. And I think that for the most part, I mean, most people like him. And so when I think about Post, I really think that when I say he's like the white Drake, I say that from a standpoint of, I think that Drake in rap is the hottest and the hottest of, he is the
LeBron James of,
he is the LeBron James of music.
But I think Post Malone is a superstar.
But here's where I'm going with that. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. The same way you might think that we're saying Drake is the LeBron James of hip hop, right? But he's not the LeBron James of R&B, right? Post Malone, follow where I'm going. Post Malone does so many genres built in one to where he might not be, he may be a superstar in hip hop, right? But he's a damn supernova when it comes to pop. And then for the rock side of things, he might be a superstar. So all of it adds up to where he just might be an equal to Drake, bro. Like I can't think of any other artist who could rival Drake at this point, though, bro, except for Post Malone.
Post Malone, it's not like
Post Malone is. I think Post Malone is the white Drake.
No, he's not. And here's the thing: just because Drake is the LeBron James of hip hop, what's the most popular genre of music right now? That's
the thing about it. That's to you and I because that's
no. This is
Go ahead. You asked me and then you cut me off before I told you.
No, that's you just asked me. You just said that to us that's what it is, and that's not true.
Well, you didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish. You said what's the popular genre, but continue. I know where you're going, but go ahead.
No, go ahead. Since you know where I'm going, go ahead. I'm listening.
This how y'all be doing on the Marauders, by the way. Listen, bro. I think that you and I live hip hop and R&B, right? And I know that you do more inspirational as well, but I'm talking about on an everyday basis. You and I are very much are hip hop and R&B enthusiasts, and so I think that our views are based around that. So much so that I would have to ask someone else who listens to more pop, who listens to more country and rock and roll, things that I don't listen to regularly, what they think about Post Malone, right?
Okay. Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. So like you said, yes, I am more of an R&B enthusiast. However, because I'm in artist mode, I am sampling to listen to other genres of music. What I'm saying is that hip hop being the most popular genre of music because all the other genres are mimicking certain aspects from the hip hop community. So when you start listening to some of the pop songs, you'll start to hear some of the Migos cadences. You'll start to hear the track. Okay, so what I'm saying is if that's the case, you're following the most popular thing. If that's just like if somebody sees a trend that somebody is wearing, you're going to then copy what you see because that's becoming popular. So for me, I have to say that What you trying to say is going over your head?
No, Justin says, do the over the head thing.
It's this.
It's this.
I hate him, bro. I hate Justin so much.
Listen, I would have, you know what, for that to validate. This is going to sound crazy, but I would need someone who listens to hip hop, country, rock, and pop almost equally to tell me that, right? So like I'm
gonna do a poll this weekend.
You know who I need? You know who I need? I need. Oh my gosh! I need Joey from the Marauders to tell me he got the long, luxurious. Looks like he should be in a Selsun Blue commercial.
That's white. Hey, that's white chocolate Jesus. Bro.
Listen, his hair. I can't lie. His hair is beautiful. It looks soft. It is beautiful. He has beautiful hair, bro. I mean, his hair looks gorgeous, bro. Like if I was white, I would want my hair to look like Joey's, bro.
Yeah.
I need to have Joey tell me his opinion on Post Malone, and that would, because I just feel like, for me, I really tried to not like Post Malone, and you know what did it to me though, bro?
What's that?
What got me? What almost had me just flip my whole laptop over was, you know, that he got the wild 100 minutes in my pocket is on me. In a minute on me. It's a show when I tell me I gotta do wild 100. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, so he did that, right? And then after he did that song, and he did Sunflower.
Yeah.
With Sway Lee, who's a rapper who's singing on it. And that's what had me. So I'm like, yo, I liked it. And I was just like, I could not deny that I liked it. And then,
bro.
What I didn't particularly hate.
I ain't like 21 Savage's verse, bro. I like.
Oh my god,
I like Post Malone stuff.
I like 21's part though, man. Listen, I like 21's part. But listen, bro. By the way, since you brought up 21 is on the T.I. album. And
his own album came out too.
Yes. And one of the funniest things that you'll see is 21 Savage talking about him being from the UK. And there's some different little skits or clips that he does with the British accent talking real proper. It's hilarious. But Post Malone, first project was White Iverson, bro. And I think that now he might be the white Drake, though, bro. Maybe my perspective.
I'm gonna do a poll in
the white Drake, bro,
this Sunday and find out: do somebody know Drake and do somebody know Post Malone? That's what I'm gonna do. I got you.
Everybody knows Drake. Post cleaned up at the Billboard's award. He cleaned up almost like that one Grammy Award show that Whitney Houston won like 7 Grammys. Like Post was killing it. And I'm just inclined to listen. It feels different because listen, bro. You're gonna have to have me. I'm gonna need Joey. I need whatever poll you do. I need Joey with the good hair. I need Joey with the good hair to be a participant in this thing. Gorgeous hair, though, man. It has probably one of the best sets I've ever seen.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, this is gonna be a clip out just so I can show Joey.
Oh my God, though. This hair is beautiful, man. Beautiful hair, man.
Yeah, Post Malone did clean up, man.
It cleaned up though, man. But I was I was also proud, man, that I was very proud that like I said, I've been following some of the work that you know, Killa Mike has been doing, especially, you know, in Atlanta. It's a little bit more visible and everything like that with what he does. I mean, he has like several different businesses. He and T.I. was working to bring back an old like staple of this restaurant in Atlanta. I don't know if it's finished yet, but they were kind of restoring it, bringing it. He does a lot of stuff that, you know, like, it's one of those things where when you're doing the work, it doesn't necessarily matter about the publicity that comes along with it, though, man. But he does a lot of stuff, and so it's good to see that work is being recognized, though, bro. So not that he would be doing anything less, though.
Yeah, him and his partner started that bank, man, the internet bank, and it's going. You got like 10,000 people on standby trying to get in that bank.
Listen, I just thought about something. A Post Malone and Drake song would be like the best song of the 20. Well, aside from the Bel Air 2 and some of the songs, it would be probably one of the best songs of the next 10 years, I would say, though, bro. Bankhead Seafood. There we go. Thank you, Cheryl Kane, for jumping in. T.I. and Killer Mike are bringing back Bankhead Seafood. And I don't know if you remember on Soul Food, Goody Mob, they will reference it, Bankhead Seafood, anyway. But if you go back and listen to Soul Food from Goody Mob, they reference Bankhead Seafood, though, man. So yeah, man. Hey, listen, man. Interesting episode here today, though, man.
Very much so interested.
To say the least, though, man. But
what? Hey, that's what you get every time you get with the Slash Brothers podcast.
Hey, man. So listen, bro. I'm so real quick. I gotta post this. One more time for this cover. Let me see this cover real quick. There. Let's talk about, man. Hold up.
What's up with the kicks though? Them joints.
Hey, you know,
so hard, bro.
Yeah, man. Listen, I've worn those things two times there, bro.
I kind of wish. Well, you on the back, don't you have the wheels in the cover?
On the back, I do have the wheels on the cover though, and so on this same video that I'm doing this, I finally brought out the Kobe's on that one. So the gold Kobe, and I made sure to get a shot of just the Kobe. Instead
I seen that.
Clips in there though, man. Yeah. I made sure that though. Absolutely though, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Kennedy, man, my brother from another mother. What you got, man? What you getting into the weekend though, bro?
Well, we postponed the video shoot. We were supposed to start shooting tomorrow. There's some things that I need to get taken care of. Obviously, we talked a little bit about some of it. So gonna do that. Be at church Sunday, doing my thing, and then right back and my poll, and I'll be right back at it on Monday, man. What's going on with you?
Well, I'm dying laughing for starters. Justin said we need a country and bluegrass. Y'all need some diversity. Give me a 10-minute white cracker segment. Listen, oddly enough, this is what's funny. Oddly enough, I actually do enjoy country music. I think the thing about it definitely not bluegrass. Now, bluegrass is too potent. It's too much. But I actually enjoy country music a lot. I like the country music that doesn't sound popish, but I like original country music. I just don't, because it's not my genre that I check for. I don't know who to listen to. So you got to drop me some names of some good country music artists to listen to.
Justin is that dude. He is the most diverse singer that I know. That boy can do soul. He can do it all. Justin, listen, they told us if me and Justin ran for office in Shawnee, it would be a shoe-in. Like he said, oh yeah, his favorite song is My Side, bro. He called me when that joint hit, man. He was like, bro, you hit this note at the end. He said, that is my joint. Every time he see me, he want to sing My Side, bro.
Oh my gosh, man. Oh, before I get on that, you talk about, so this is what's interesting. So here's what's funny. So shout out to the boy Mark. Did remind the Mike is Yours Cypher is coming up real soon as well. Shout out to the boy Mark Lane who puts that on. I think the other thing too is that I think probably he got away this past month from doing the Mike is Yours, the open mics as well, though. So I think that the good timing about this one here is even outside of the Cypher, though, man. Boy, I gotta jump back into the next, by the time he does his next open mic, the Bel Air 2 will be out. So I got like maybe 2 songs from there that I think I might be looking to go ahead and do for it though, man. So yeah. So shout out to Mark for the reminder on that one though, man.
Right. And as soon as Charles finished writing the second verse to my new song, then I'll be performing that one on the open mic too.
Oh, okay. So That's some pressure there. Okay, I got you. Go put me on blast in front of these peoples like that, though.
Hey, we live it in front of them.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna go. Matter of fact, though, man, I think that this weekend, I think I got something light I should have finished by this weekend.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah. But listen, man, I appreciate y'all. Justin, Mark, the girl Cheryl, Kang jumping on in there. David also jumping in the comments as well, though. Much love. We appreciate it as always. If you haven't already, be sure to like, subscribe to the Slash Brothers Facebook page, the Slash Brothers podcast, YouTube. At some point, we're gonna start to put more content on the Instagram page. And so, but like that in the meantime, anyway, though, man.
Randy,
thank you. Shout out to Randy and Tangy for jumping in, though. Randy is on. Listen, Randy is on the Bel Air on the headquarters answer machine, and it is the funniest thing ever because all of the messages are very much truth, though, man. So, Slash Brothers, man, we out this thing. Hey, Skinner, to get that music one time, please.
If you smell
TGIF, y'all.
The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest
it
podcast
doesn't
of all
matter
time.
what your name is.